Hi, David Odell here with OdellCompleteConcrete. Today I'm at Hope Builders, and you might have recognized the area. You may recognize John and Brandon from previous videos. And today we're working with NAWIC, the National Association for Women in Construction. And this is what we're going to be doing today. We're going to be mixing. This was their idea the women came up with. They've got these pans we're going to fill with concrete, and we're going to add all these different toppings. We got shells, we got some tile stones, glass beads, a lot of different stuff. We're going to put it all in these, and each one will be kind of individual to whatever they like. Brandon from Quickcrete actually brought some materials here.
Yeah, so what we're going to be playing with today is we're going to be playing with some of our colors. Now these will be added directly to the mix, and we could change the ratio depending on that look that we want to go for. So here's just a few of our colors. The actual mixes that we're going to be using are right over here. Let's take a look at the mixes. So we brought two different products as far as the concrete's with us today. We brought our normal Quickcrete 60-pound 4,000 PSI mix. Then the second product, which you've seen in an earlier video, is the high performance cement concrete mix. Now this is our high early strength fast setting cement. Will reach about 7,000 PSI in 28 days. The reason we brought this is for these molds we wanted to set off a little bit quicker, that way we could pop them out and enjoy the final product a little bit quicker. This mix will hit 3,000 PSI in 3 hours, so that's exactly what we're looking for.
All right, nice. Here's a couple of things that I ended up bringing. I brought a little hand sander, which I'm going to use to put against the molds to vibrate them, get the air out, settle the rock down so we can get some nice finishes. Also, since these are really tight radiuses, I got a specific edger that's for chamfer. It actually gives you a chamfer edge. It's a 3/4 chamfer design. And see how the handle's on an angle? That allows you to go around a radius without your handle hitting an obstacle. Maybe you have a vertical obstacle on the side. When you go around the radius, your handle stays in, so you're not hitting any obstructions. Also, here's a couple other items I brought. We got just your basic $10 sprayer, garden sprayer. Then we've got a liquid release, which is a release agent that we can use on these stepping stones in case if someone wants to do a stamp on one of these. These are the two items. We're going to have color in the concrete that Brandon brought, and we use these if they want to do a stamp texture. We got two different patterns. This one, they're both Roman slates, but this is two different manufacturers, so this one's got a little bit more deep action going on. This one's a little bit smoother, so it gives them a couple options if they want to go something smoother, a little bit more deep, pronounced look. Also, guess what? Karen just showed up and she's our designer, landscape designer. So, Karen, what do you want to talk about today with the students from NAWIC?
We're probably going to talk a little bit about design, about reading construction plans, and how you can become a contractor or a designer or an architect.
Oh, great.
And then play.
Did you happen to bring any of your drawings at all?
Yes, I did.
Oh, good. We'll look at those later. When all the girls get here, we'll show the plans, talk about a little bit how you got into it, just like what I do. And John's going to be here. Let's talk about that whole agenda for today, what you have planned for NAWIC.
Oh, this morning, obviously, we're starting with you guys. We're going to have about 2 hours of time to work with the concrete, pouring the stepping stones, and teaching the girls how to use the colors and stamp and finish. And then Karen is going to take the girls for about an hour, hour and a half and teach them how to read blueprints, how to use scale, and talk about her career as a landscape architect. And then we're going to bring them into the shop and we're going to frame for a couple of hours this afternoon working on the tiny house that they're building that is going to be donated to a foundation up in Ventura County that works with the homeless. So that's today's rundown.
Nice. It looks like you've been busy already.
Yeah, I've been here.
Sweat. You got your belt on.
Been here since 5:30 getting ready for today. So
that's how
it's all good.
That's how the real instructors do it, huh?
I guess so.
They get involved.
But we're gonna have 20 girls here. They're actually starting to show up now. And my daughter this year is included. We've had both of my daughters here prior years. And the National Association of Women in Construction have put this camp on here in this area for the past 10 years. And it's about just introducing young ladies to the many and varied careers that we have available in the construction industry, and to let them know that the construction industry is a place for women, that it's not just a man's realm, and to empower them and to encourage them to get out there and go get those jobs that interest them. So it's a very cool camp. I think you guys are going to really enjoy being here today, and it's going to be a good time.
Yeah, thanks.
Thank you.
Alrighty, well, stay tuned to watch the actual detail of the mixing and all the other things we're going to do throughout the day. Alright, here we are in the classroom, and now we're getting ready to mix the concrete up. We're going to mix it in 5-gallon buckets with just a little paddle mixer. We're going to mix the basic concrete mix, and then we're going to mix that with the quick setting concrete mix as well, because we want it to dry fast. We didn't go straight fast dry. We mixed it half and half, so we had a little working time. In any case, it worked really well going half and half. We were able to expose these and rinse them within 2 hours of placement. Also, we're mixing some integral color, liquid color in. That's also from Quickcrete. We have charcoal, we have brown, we have terracotta. And now you can vary the colors a little bit by the amount of color that you add to the mix. So you get a lot of different tones of the same color. Now initially we were thinking about pouring the concrete on top of the add mixes, the beads and stuff, and then we could flip it, pull the mold, and buff the other side, which is how you would do a countertop. We didn't have a lot of time. We only had 4 hours total, so we chose to just push it into the surface, work it in, and do a water rinse. Now it was pretty hard to bring the cream up in this 1.5 inch mold to get it to encase all the embeds. Took quite a bit of beating and a little bit of water now and then to bring up the cream. So we have some glass beads, we have seashells in there, a lot of different stuff. Right here I'm just kind of showing how to beat everything into the concrete and get the cream to come up. Because you know, you do all that artistic work and then you start beating it on the concrete and you don't see it anymore. You're kind of like, uh-oh, where did my artwork go? But you have to do that, and then we water rinse it and then re-expose it at the end, and then everything starts to come back. And then it holds it in place so you can move it and do whatever you want with it, and those pieces will never come out. So I have a little brush and a sponge that we're going to use to actually expose everything. Some of this quick setting concrete went off so fast we actually had to add water to the top to try to get this embeds to go down. Now here we are, we've moved the molds to the concrete floor in the warehouse, and we're just putting a little water on these and cleaning them off with a sponge. Now all the artwork's starting to come back. Now these little things will make good bases for maybe planted pots, or who knows, there's probably a lot of different things that can be used for as decorative. even stepping stones possibly. And they're surprisingly strong, because what we're going to do here in this video is we're going to drive a forklift over one of them in 2.5 hours just to see how strong this mix really is. Here's the finished product. This was all completed in about 2.5 hours start to finish. Now here's one of the molds we used. We've already removed the mold from the concrete, and we're going to drive this forklift up on it just to see how well and how strong it really is in 2.5 hours. Here we go. We're going to drive up. We don't have a real smooth transition getting up on that, but we're going to do it anyway. Now some of the groups said it won't hold, some people said it would. Here's the true test. Alright, there's a crack that appeared on the edge. Now my guess is if we could have lifted this forklift straight up and dropped it straight down in the center of this stepping stone here, it would have held. So that's pretty darn good in 2.5 hours. You can see it's not completely cured out due to the color there. Some of it's still green. It's got to be that, see that around the edge there where it cured out quicker? That's the color you want all the way across. Then you know it's cured out 100%. So that's not bad for 2.5 hours. Fast setting and their standard mix. I think their fast setting is about 5,500 psi. The regular bag mix is 35, so you end up with about a 4,500 psi with that. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you like these kind of videos, stay tuned because I keep uploading them. Like, subscribe. Thanks.